Thanks for tuning in to Taylor Talks. I'm Taylor, and I'm currently studying psychology at Purdue Global University. A huge issue I've recognized is this horrible negative stigma we have on mental health. So I've created this vlog slash podcast to help end the stigma and hopefully allow you to recognize some of the daily basic things you may do or can start doing that can actually be therapeutic and beneficial to you mentally. First, starting with journaling, writing out 5 thankful things each day. If you're depressed, even in the slightest, this is a great method to get rid of those melancholy feelings and recognize all of the basic blessings surrounding you. These 5 things can be as basic as your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or the roof over your head, or they can be as complex as 100% on an exam, or a newborn baby that's fully healthy, or a crush that you've been looking out for. These 5 thankful things can help you remain grounded in the reality that if you're here with me, watching your phone or computer with AC and a loved one close by, you're living, and that alone is something to be happy about. So smile and don't take the basics for granted today. Writing about your day. There's always a sense of joy and relief in telling someone all about your day. Imagine finding that same pleasure in a notebook. Journaling about the sights, sounds, feelings, and dreams your mind has pinned to the top of your brain throughout the day. I began journaling a long time ago, mostly for my daughter, but it was before she was born or even imagined, really. I used to write out every detail of my silly high school days in hopes that one day a child of my own would be interested in figuring out things through my trial and error and looking back through my eyes. So pull out a notebook, find a quiet spot, and what would you tell your future kids about what you did today during this crazy pandemic? Writing out goals. I have found that this method is extremely beneficial. It's been proven that you're 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down, especially for me and my short-term goals. I love making lists, and I'll go all day following my list, crossing it out, task by task, step by step. It helps me remain focused, organized, and feeling accomplished throughout the day as I'm crossing things out. I also have a journal for my long-term goals. In there, I've got my dreams of retiring and having my own practice where I can visit and work with the patients and children of my choice. And I've also got some silly dreams in there about one day owning a ranch and a horse and raising it from a foal. It's good to write these things down because in a sense, it makes them more realistic and it helps tell your brain, hey, we're getting this done. Writing out your anger and burning the paper. Did you know that acting on an angry impulse that everybody experiences can actually cause you to build up violent tendencies as a person? It can make you more aggressive. So don't scream in a pillow or punch a wall because these violent habits and actions, as you continue to do them progressively, will make up who you are and can turn you into a very violent person. Instead, confide every single detail of anger that you have and frustration and rage into a piece of paper. Write it all down and then light it on fire. And as you watch the smoke float away, let go of all of that rage and anger because it doesn't belong to you. And you're free to acknowledge it, accept it, breathe, and let it go. This goes for any feeling you may have, and sometimes fire isn't always the best solution. Maybe write the love of your life a letter and send it away in a glass bottle. Write your absent father or mother a letter about how much you miss them and how angry you are that they weren't around. Let it all out. Don't hold back at all. Then put it in an envelope and just go drop it off at a post office. No address necessary. It doesn't need to go anywhere, it just needs to leave you. This can help get these feelings and emotions out of your head, putting them on a disposable piece of paper and releasing them. Finding something that you enjoy too can be extremely beneficial to let these feelings go. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. Thanks for tuning in.